This section contains two paragraphs. The first paragraph has 3 questions, while the second paragraph has 2 questions. Every question has 4 options, out of which one or more than one option may be correct. Let us look at the comprehension given for question number 31, 32 and 33, students. An optically inactive aromatic compound A, which has the formula C8H9Br, reacts with this compound in presence of ETO Na to give a compound B, which on refluxing with dilute H2SO4 gives C, which is a monobasic acid. C on vigorous oxidation gives benzoic acid. So let us just tabulate this information which is given to us, students. So we have a compound A which had formula C8H9Br. It was allowed to react with this diester in presence of ETO minus to form the compound B. This compound B on refluxing with dilute H plus, it formed C, which is a monobasic acid. Okay. C on vigorous oxidation gave us benzoic acid. Okay. So students, if we talk about this conversion of C to the benzoic acid, so on vigorous oxidation, C is converted into benzoic acid. It means that there is only one branching on the benzene ring. So it must mean that this formula, which was C8H9Br, so this contains a benzene ring and the substitution of a ethyl group has to happen. And since it is optically inactive initially, so it must mean that this is the substrate which was taken. So this is the compound A, students. Now when this is allowed to react with the given reagent set, this ETO minus is going to extract this acidic hydrogen. The active methylene group is present over here. The carbon ion shall be generated, which will make an SN2 attack at this position, making this Br group leave. So this will lead to the formation of this compound as the product B, students. And now students, when this compound is refluxed with dilute H plus, so dilute H plus and heating, so in the first step both of these esters group will be hydrolyzed to give us a dicarboxylic acid, and then the geminal dicarboxylic acid will undergo decarboxylation upon heating to give us this acid. So students, if you look at the options which are given to us, we can see that there are 3 carbons in between the pH and the COH group. So we can clearly see that the compound C, the structure of C is given correctly in option A. So for question number 31, we have to mark the correct answer as option A. Let us look at the next question now. Question number 32, the examiner seems to be interested in the structure of B, which was formed as a result of the attack of the nucleophile. So if we look at the options which are given to us, we can see that the correct option is given in option B. Let us look at the next question now. We have to identify the structure of the compound A. So students, if we talk about the compound A, so this is the compound A, which is given in option A. So for question number 33, we have to mark the correct answer as option A. Let us look at the next comprehension now. So let us look at the comprehension given for question number 34 and 35. At minus 20 degrees C, solid Br2H2O whole 5 is in equilibrium with, at minus 20 degrees C, solid Br2H2O5 is in equilibrium with gaseous Br2, water vapor and ice. The partial pressure of the two gases in equilibrium with a mixture of the solid and ice are 0.3 atmosphere for Br2 and 0.001 atmosphere for the water vapor. The processes may be represented as, so the two reactions has been given to us. The Kp values are Kp1 and Kp2 respectively for these two given reactions. There are some questions based on these equilibriums, so the examiner seems to be interested in the value of Kp1 and Kp2. So students, if we use the values of partial pressure of Br2 and water vapor, so the partial pressure of Br2 is equal to 0.3 atmosphere and the partial pressure of water vapor, it is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 atmosphere. So if we talk about the value of Kp1, students, in the Kp1 we're going to have partial pressure of Br2 raised to the power 1 into partial pressure of H2O gas raised to the power 5. So this will be 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 15, or it can also be written as 3 into 10 to the power minus 16 atmosphere raised to the power 6. So students, If you talk about question number 34, the answer has to be marked as option D. Let us look at the next question now. In question number 35, the examiner seems to be interested in the value of Kp2 by Kp1. So he says that the value of Kp2 by Kp2 by Kp1 in atmosphere to the power minus 5 is 10 raised to the power x. We have to comment on the value of x. So students, we had just calculated that the value of Kp1 is equal to 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 16. And if we talk about the second reaction, in the second reaction only the bromine is the gaseous component. There are no other gaseous component present. So this means that the partial pressure of bromine itself is going to be the Kp2 value. So the value of Kp2 is equal to this. Now if we talk about the ratio which has been asked by the examiner, so this shall be 0.3 upon 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 16. So this shall be equal to 10 raised to the power 15. So if we look at the options which are given to us, we can clearly see that the value of x is equal to 15 as asked by the examiner. So for question number 35, the correct answer has to be marked as option A. Let us look at the next section, students.